And don't call me until you know how to speak to a man.
I can get you in.
I will wait my turn. Thank you very much.
Can you really want to just drag this
Aaron,
on?
yes.
Not that dude. Okay, I will never be that dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I didn't mean to just barge in here.
Well, you kind of did.
So how'd it make you feel, huh? Small? Reductive?
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, okay.
He gonna cry in the car.
What's he still doing here?
Sitting in his car. Girls, then crying.
Shit. Sorry.
It's all good.
You know, look, I want to be completely honest. I was reading the comments on what was the video I did yesterday about Aaron using reverse psychology. You know, the whole thing. You know, sometimes I wish you would just tell me to get lost and that you didn't want to talk to me anymore, so I can just, you know, move forward in my life. Just, you know, get on from this since I have such strong feelings for you. And I was like, yeah, that reminds me of what Karen was saying to Zach about, I need to move on, Zach. Tell me you don't love me no more. Tell me you don't want to be with me no more. I need to be sure that I can move on without you because you got this hold on me. And I was like, you know what? Looking at the comments, there were a couple people who were saying, Jeremy, I was looking at the video and I thought you were going to say what I was thinking because I was so excited when you brought it up, but you didn't say it. The fact that Aaron was fake crying. Now, I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't think that Aaron was fake crying, but one could argue, well, Jeremy, maybe if you combine the whole reverse psychology thing with fake crying, then perhaps that would make Karen want to be with Aaron. Hear me out. Reverse psychology. Now, even if you don't believe that Aaron doing the whole, I just wish you would tell me to get lost and whatnot so I can move on with my life. If that wasn't reverse psychology, basically using Karen's own brand of keeping a hold on Zach against her, go back to, I think it was season 3. Was it the mid-season finale or the close to the season finale? It was when Karen and Aaron were watching a movie, and by the end of the film, Karen was like, did you show me that movie on purpose? Because it had the woman who had to choose between the quote-unquote good guy versus the guy that she gave her heart to, who's like a criminal and whatnot. And then Aaron's like, no, of course not. So was that like subliminal messaging there? Quite possibly. But then on top of that, if you can combine the fake crying, go back to season 1 when Karen did the same thing to Zach.
I'm talking how someone so beautiful can let words fall out of her mouth to tear somebody down rather than lift him up.
Yeah, it's interesting how Aaron, I mean, I don't know what the title of this video was, Aaron fake crying or, you know, Karen broke 2 men. And it's just insane to me that this woman fails to realize what she does to men. Now, let's just say on the side of him fake crying, this could be Zach in his mind making himself weaker to be the kind of man that Karen goes for. You know, not a man who could stand on his own 2 feet, but a man who, you know, is, I guess you could say, submissive to a woman and is broken down. Because I ain't gonna lie, I mean, in Karen's defense, in a sense, Zach needed to stop coming around because I remember in season 1 not really liking Zach all that much. Kind of like Jeffrey from the Haves and the Have-Nots, but then the back half of season 1, when, you know, Veronica disowned him and all, it's like you felt bad for the character. Kind of the same thing with Zach, you know, when he was, you know, down on his luck, a deadbeat, a cheater. You didn't want to, it's like, okay, leave this girl alone because, yeah, go back to season 1. I remember I was like the only person before a bunch of other channels were reviewing Sistas. I was like one of the few who were who was watching and reviewing every week. Zach was not a fan favorite. I mean, his scenes with Danny and all were great, but when you look at him as Karen's boyfriend. No, people like go with Aaron, see what Aaron has to offer, because Zach had a knack for always just popping up. I mean, Danny always talked about Preston popping up, but Zach would do the same thing after Karen kicked him out. He would always roll up on that bicycle trying to get another chance when she's out there with Aaron. And Karen literally demolished this guy. I mean, she tore him to shreds, and he was crying. And I think Zach even said something to Aaron about it. And it really depends, because I'm recording this before I edit, and remember, I can't show more than 30-second clips. But Zach had a moment where he talked to Aaron about, see, this is what she does to men. Basically, Zach taking a moment like, Aaron, I just want to let you know this is what you're going to have to deal with if you mess around with her. And now you look at the Aaron who was like, you know what? Yeah, you're never going to talk to me like that. And then what's he doing? He crying in the car. Now, again, I really think he wasn't faking it. And I know there are some people like, you know what? Yeah, Karen had every right to go off on her the way he just popped up on her surprise. Here's the thing, though. I'm actually in the camp of Aaron here, because this is important. This is important. Don't get me wrong. Like all the other times where she clearly said, I need space. Don't pop up like this. This kind of basically being like Danny, don't pop up like this. Let me give me time to process things. But he doesn't respect that. I mean, there was that one time in what season was it? Oh yeah, season 3, right? The whole you know what? I'll give you space to figure it out. It's like when he and Karen were trying to get intimate and she said Zach's name, and he literally just left. Look, you know what? I'm going to give you time. I'm going to give you space. But then like the next episode, he sent flowers. He got on the phone. Look, have dinner with me. I spoke with God. You are the woman. You are mine. And I'm like, dude, you just said give her space. Like, it hasn't even been 48 hours and you're just, instead of giving her time to process stuff like you said you'd give her, you just up and say, hey, God told me you're the one. And then you act surprised when she's still upset over Zach, So in this position, yeah, it's kind of like, I actually understand Aaron's stance. I mean, it's one thing to, I want the baby to be mine. I'll take care of the baby, even if it is mine. I'll love it, yada, yada, yada. But the fact that the table or the timeline is so close, I would want to know. I feel like if I were Aaron, I would say, fine, if you don't want to tell me to get lost and whatnot so I can move forward in my life, at least give me the peace of mind of going to the doctor, getting the dates, compare that with my timeline, and that will let me know for sure. Yeah, I'm going to say it like you, Karen, for sure, if it isn't my child. If it isn't, fine. You know what? I'll move on. Okay, I'm done. I will move forward and, look for someone else to get on with my life. That way you can figure out whatever it is you want to do with Zach, even though he's made it clear he doesn't want you. I'm done simping. I'm out of here. And yeah, I do understand, because Karen, if you looked at the video I said about Karen delaying or postponing the doctor's appointment, I'm like, how are you going to tell Zach, oh, I'm going in like a week, or I'm going next week, and then you tell Aaron, I'm going soon, and then now it was a few episodes ago, and then in this episode, it was like, I'm going when it's my turn. Like she had already scheduled the appointment. She didn't want to be bumped up because what did he say? I know the chief of staff. I can get you in. And then she tells Andy, oh, I got to schedule this appointment whenever they can see me, I guess. This woman is doing everything she can to put off the process. It's just ridiculous to me. So I think in my opinion, I'll say it again. I think Aaron was honestly upset. Karen we talk about Andy flip-flopping in regards to the whole Gary thing, will she, won't she? But Karen is the same way. They're two of a kind. They basically want multiple men. It's like you got the one guy who's a good fit for the most part, but you want to hang on to that old love. And, in Karen's case, it's Zach. In Andy's case, it's Gary. But you're stepping all over these good men. It's like the modern woman where they say there are no good men out there. That's because the toxic relationship that you were in with a deadbeat, with an abuser, You want that guy to treat you the way the good man will want to treat you, but you step all over the good man, and that's to get to the, I guess you could say, the guy of your dreams. But because that guy, who's clearly not the guy of your dreams, or not a good guy, because he doesn't act right, all men are trash. Remember, we can still be friends. Karen, I'm pretty sure Aaron has made it clear he wants to be far more than friends. And if you're not ready for that, that's okay. I mean, that's his fault for not, understanding you and giving you space. He was kind of a little punk, when he was like, fine, you know what? I won't call you. I won't, But no, honestly, no. I'm not even going to say he was a punk in that sense. He was like, you know what? Fine. If you want space and all, I'm like, okay, good. He gets it finally. And then she's like, no, you can call me. It's like, no. He should have been like, no, you call me when you're ready. You tell me to come over when you're ready, and I'll let you know if I can. But here's the thing. Or he should have just said, look, fine. I won't call you. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. I won't contact you whatsoever. But you promise me that as soon as you go to that doctor, you let me know what's going on. I feel like that would have been the most mature way of handling the situation, because it's weird to me that you got Karen, who is, I guess you could say, trying to avoid going to the doctor's office, and even more so, basically she's been avoiding any evidence that goes against her desire for it to be Zach's child. I mean, whether it be going to the doctor's appointment that she has yet to set up, or looking at Aaron's timeline, which I'm pretty sure is down to the second. So, I don't know, but let me know your thoughts. Do you think Aaron was fake crying, and just observing the fact that this woman tore down two men? You got Aaron, who was like at one time saying, you are never going to talk to me like that. I'm never going to be with you if you treat me like that. And now look at him, basically season 1 Zach. What can you do? All right, guys, so thanks so much for tuning in. Take a moment, hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.